Hi guys, I'm Laura Vitale, and on this episode of Laura in the Kitchen. Now listen, when it comes to the weekends, homegirl needs something sweet, something really chocolatey, something really indulgent, because I am all about balance and moderation, but when it comes to the weekend, I love to indulge in something really exciting and delightful. And today we're making my cookie dough brownies, which are so good. I have no words. Basically, chocolate chip cookie dough, chewy brownies, baked together, perfection. The ingredients you'll need, first thing we'll work on is actually the cookie dough part. And I've got some flour, baking soda, and salt, brown sugar and granulated sugar. I've got some unsalted butter that's been softened at room temperature. I also have some semi-sweet chocolate chips. I've got an egg and a splash of vanilla. Now the first thing you want to do is get your oven preheated to 350. Get a 9 by 9 inch baking dish, line it with some parchment, spray it with some cooking spray. Get that ready for you. I'm making mine in my mixer. I'm going to make both kinds of batters in my mixer just because it makes my life easy. But you can certainly do this by hand, of course. In here, of course, it's fitted with a paddle attachment. I'm adding my butter. It's really nice and soft at room temperature. And I'm going to add both kinds of sugar, and I'm going to cream these together until they're combined. And I also want to just mention, while that works, that I have a mixture here of just regular chocolate chips and mini. The reason is because I had some mini ones that I had like a little tiny bit left in the bag that I wanted to use up, but either one works perfectly fine. I'm going to set this aside, let those cream, and then we'll move on to the next step. I'm going to add my egg, and I also added the vanilla right to it. And I'm just going to let that mix, and make sure you scrape the sides of the bowl as you go. I'm just going to mix that until combined. Just adding my dry ingredients, and I'll add my chocolate chips now too. And just mix them in until you have them combined. Don't over mix, otherwise it'll get really tough. I just want to mix it until I have everything combined. Now I have my 9 by 9 inch baking pan here. I like my brownies to be on the thicker side. I don't want too thin of a brownie, but if you want yours not to be as thick as mine are going to be, use a 9 by 13 inch pan. Same method, same everything, they'll just be a bit thinner. This is almost there. Okay, add that right to it. And now I'm just gonna get as much out of here as I can, but I'm not gonna be too worried about it because I'm gonna make my batter for my brownie batter right in there anyway. All you're going to do, this really works best if you take clean hands, a little bit of water, dampen your hands. It really works best to flatten this with wet hands. See, it doesn't stick. So just try to get it as even as possible. Okie dokie, my chocolate is fully melted. I just popped it in the microwave and just hit the melt chocolate setting. But of course, just a couple of minutes, making sure to give it a stir every 30 seconds or so will do the trick. Same mixer, didn't even wash it out. There's a lot of flavor in there, so might as well keep it. I'm adding my butter, softened at room temperature, of course, and my granulated sugar. I'm going to cream these together. Now, like I said, this is a very indulgent little treat, but hey, once in a while, you gotta do what you gotta do, and these are so beyond worth it. So I'm just going to cream these together and then proceed. Gonna add my eggs, get those combined really quickly. I'm actually just gonna take a little of my spatula and just give it a nice little scrape. Okay, just combine the eggs and then we'll add in the chocolate. Okay, now we're gonna add the melted and slightly cooled chocolate. Look at this. Now you know this is going to be phenomenal. Oh, perfectly melted. I'm so excited. Okay, almost all in. Just a little tiny bit stays behind. That's okay. Because this one will take care of it. Okay, mix in the chocolate and then we'll add in the dry ingredients. Just quickly mixing together my dry ingredients. Doesn't have to be perfect. I'm giving this a scrape because we're pretty much near the end, and adding in my dry ingredients. Getting that combined, and then we're ready to pour over the cookie dough. Pour the brownie over the cookie. Like I said, this is going to make a thicker brownie because that's just what I prefer. But if you want a thinner one, Don't know why, but if you do, use a 9 by 13. But I'm just gonna use this one because I love a thick brownie. Okay, get that all smeared like so. It's gonna be phenomenal. I like mostly brownie with some cookie dough at the bottom rather than equal portions because I'm a strange bird like that. Okay, popping this into the oven. This will be in there for about, let's say, 45 minutes. Let them cool, and I'll show you what they look like when they're done. My brownies were in the oven for about 40 minutes. I have let them cool completely, and it is time to slice these baby up. And this is like the most incredible smelling brownie of life. It was baking, and the entire house just smelled like chocolate cookie goodness. It was unbelievable. I had enough patience to let these cool, but one can only wait so long. Now you could make a glaze for these. I honestly don't think it's necessary at all. And if I don't think extra chocolate is necessary, pretty sure everyone's going to agree that extra chocolate isn't necessary. This is just incredible as is. Look at this. I can't even. Dun 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 dun. Perfect, perfect, perfect. I can see that the brownies are nice and chewy. I can see that the cookie has just formed the perfect cookie crust. I'm gonna go for it right now, right there. I want that piece right there. All is well with the world. Perfection. Really amazing. You need to give these a try this weekend. Go to laurainthekitchen.com, get the recipe, do yourself a favor, and make these. They are out of this world. And if you do share a picture on social media, I always love seeing what you recreate. I hope you've enjoyed spending time with me, and I'll see you next time. Bye.